vlog. I'm back in business. Sorry I was out of business. It's just too cold out there. And I'm not in the habit of doing a video here, but this is my new place to do videos because it's just too cold out there. So this is my perch. Let me show you my perch. Look at that. That's the thingy that holds my phone. And then I have this for killing the flies. Who are my friends, they're my pets. But sometimes I have to kill a bunch of them. And that's my tegu. You see my tegu? Can you zoom this? It doesn't zoom when you do it like that. But I have, oops. Ooh, I'll show you the tortoise. There's the tegu. But then there's the turtles. Look at that. So cool or what? Giant tortoise in there. So haven't been very responsible with my life. Because I've been like working on this. I'm on Americas now, and I got done building like the periphery, you know, because a lot of the villages in America aren't walls. I was doing it off of walls in Europe. So now I try to stick to like 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers around, because that's what a town is, an ancient town. And so that would be the idea of the area people living in. This last one I was on, I'm doing Indian Villages of America, and they had a little like park. I can't remember what it's called, but there was a mound. I haven't even researched it. I'm going to do it after I do this video, but yeah, an actual mound. It's pretty cool. The steps. And I had the area around it, 3 kilometers circumference, and then the village area, which was like half a kilometer or something, because it's part of the icons. I want my icons to... Wow, I'm yawning a lot, huh? I'm violating all of the samurai codes. I read Bushido's The Book of 5 Rings twice. And like, yeah, you're not supposed to yawn in front of somebody. Or at least without covering your mouth. And then I read this other samurai book. And I can't remember what it's called, like one written by one. And then, man, I'm high right now, so I can't, my memory's not that good, but, and then I'm doing March of Folly still, but I did, God, can't remember, whatever, but now that I'm working on my computer, I got earphones. Somehow I like threw away all my earphones, so I had to buy some. And I wanted to see how they work in the TV, because it's not always easy to connect those, but they work, but the TV speaker still works, so I haven't figured out how to have it, so it only works on the earphones, but it's cool. Have them here because I never have to worry about anything like batteries expiring, like right when I'm in the middle of something. So I might just get in the habit of because I'm working on my computer, just using the earphones hooked up to the computer all the time instead of the earphones, AirPods. I think I'm gonna get an energy drink after this. And yeah, so then I can listen to books. that are on my computer, but I think I also, and I was listening today to the my free audio history books for Kindle and LibriVox, and that's how I got started on the book that I'm doing now, which is the Anti-Federalist Papers. So I want to do Anti-Federalist Papers and Federalist Papers. So I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm studying something that's on my side. The Anti-Federalist Papers I don't think are done, but they're good enough to read. It's just that the links aren't done, I think. But yeah, I was yesterday. The last couple of days, I was hanging out with my mom, so I wasn't making all that much progress on my site. Yesterday, I was helping her strip the paint off of her front deck and put this chemical on the front, and then you have to scrape it off. And you put the chemical on the top and then the paper on the top, and then you peel the paper off and it pulls chemical, and then you have to power wash it. So, here, I'll do a demo of my lizard at the end of the video. I'll show you how scared he gets of me. It's this thing that I need to do of it a lot of the time so that he gets tame. Because I don't like him being afraid of me all the time. But the work. I'm working on, because I had to finish building for the Americas, making, for a kilometer and mile, and then I built the area around it, and then made the color for the middle circle be a different color for all of it. So now for America, and I'm kind of working out from the bottom. I went from top to bottom, but bottom to top, because America's the last, USA. So yeah, I just did the rivers and the mounds. There were like 42, and then the towns. Indian villages, 56. So I'm on like 30, like 40, like 35 or whatever. So what I'm gonna do is power through America. Probably take not that. Maybe I could finish it today. Doing the screen captures, and then I think I'm done with the screen captures for everything. Oh, that's cool. So then at that point, I can go on to that website, Background Remover, and you have to pay money. It's not cheap either. Oh God, I hope it's not gonna be like a couple $100, because I have a lot of photos. But calculating how many I have, and then punch them through, and then I can then go on Photoshop and get them down to 20 pixels, and then I can attach them, and then link them, and then upload all that, and then test the link, and then use the other screen capture, because I have 2 screen captures for all of them. I have one where you're above it looking at the wall, and the wall is elevated, and you can see the elevation of the wall, which is 10 meters, just to add perspective. I love 3D polygon. And it also has more colors that way, but and then and that's the one that I'll use, that I'll have a link to on Flickr, so that you can see, you click on it, and then you can see the what the terrain looks like for the area, of the size of that, for the different walls, and you know how big they all are because it's in the title. And then the other image was for the icon, so it's just the solid color of the shape with the other walls inside of it. So and I think I'll hook up that link as well, hook up both of those links. So and that will be, and I was thinking maybe do another link of the video, but I don't think so. because, and I also want to check all that on my phone, see how all that works on my phone. Because I don't know if any of the links, I haven't really checked it on my phone, really. So, yeah, so hopefully I can get done with all of that. See, that's a lot of steps, though. That's the step of adding the links, adding the icon, making the link. And I already made the link, but I still have to put the link onto the icon. So I could like just copy the link off of the other icon and then put it on the icon. But I have to fix the link on the other icons too, because the links don't work. But maybe I could fix them just with the batch edit. So anyway, so that's another step, adding the links. I'm adding the icon, fixing the link. Adding the icon, the Flickr icon, which I was thinking will be the Flickr icon, but that means the Flickr icon will be the same in all of them. Maybe I should make the Flickr icon the image of the actual Flickr image. That's what I'll do, because they'll look slightly different just based on the color and stuff. Because if you're close in, you can still see the color. So that's another step. There's 3, and then the link, so 4. So of like thousands, I don't know how many there are. I'll have to count. So, but anyway, hopefully I'll be able to do all of that by 2 more weeks. So we're on the 10th. So 24. So maybe by the 20th. 10 days, week and a half, 2 weeks, or by the end of the month, but let's say 2 weeks. And so after 2 weeks, what I'm gonna do, and they'll check the links. Oh, and that'll take a long time. There's another step, so there's 5 steps. And then of course, fixing the links that are broken. There's 6 steps, because there's always a bunch of links that are broken. So 6 times like whatever thousands of towns there are in the world, and you can see my site, see how many there are. But so maybe the rest of the month on that. I don't know. I think I can do it by the rest of the month. Pretty sure about that, but maybe that's a good goal. Not to try to go before that, but anyway. So that's the month of October. But what I want to do after that, and which will probably take a couple of weeks. So that'll be the first half of November, is when I actually do the detailed Google Earth of some of the most interesting places in the world. Like I Googled Earthed America, I Google Earth Boulder and Caribou and Rome, and I've Googled Earthed. I Googled Earthed Delphi, but I lost it. It's a bummer. It took a while. But then I started to Google Earth when I was doing this, dabbling in Google or some other cities, like not to the detail of Rome, but to the buildings. Do buildings and name the buildings, because they have maps. The ones that have maps. And the roads and the walls. You can even see the walls. So, so I want to do circle back, but I can do the icons, so it doesn't matter. But just as far for the Google Earth, I'm going to do Byblos, which is super interesting because you can see all the buildings. Oh no, wait, I finished Byblos. I did Byblos. That was one of the ones where I just did the buildings. It wasn't that detailed. And then there's, I just finished it, yeah. And then there's Priene, which I'm gonna do. I did the roads, and I did a bunch of buildings. So I'm almost done with Priene. It's not that much time. But then there's Ephesus. And I haven't started on that one. And I'm looking forward to that one because it's this cool balance that I do with my website. Where that's why I like most of the time when I'm working on my website, I'm having like a really fun time, having the time of my life. My website, my life only kind of gets to be a pain when I start thinking, like when my mom harasses me and tells me I'm being like a loser or whatever, outside crap people like to throw in most of the time I'm having a great time because it's interesting. This tedious stuff can be a little bit, that I've been doing lately can be a little bit nerve-wracking. Like as far as Ephesus, like if I were to go on there and Google Earth Ephesus, I could probably get it done in quarter of a day, maybe. Like if I did Ephesus, because I want to do Ephesus. Oh my God, why am I drawing blanks? I did Carthage. I did the harbor of Carthage, but Ephesus still exists. It's really interesting because it's. But I also want to do the growth of the earth into the ocean, like Ephesus, Rome, the port of Rome called Ostia. Have their ports that are inland. Ostia's like a kilometer inland, or it used to be, because the earth just goes out. Deposit. Ephesus, same thing. It's like this lake. I'm like, what's that lake? Why is this sitting next to a lake? Oh my God, I bet that lake. I mean, you can see the canal. Like it used to be a canal from the ocean. So, and then it all filled in. So there's a map. I was saying this before. I was building, and this is what I'm going to finish. I need to do Iraq. Maybe I'll do Babylon. Baghdad. No. But I was doing Iraq where you go in from 6,000 BC to 4,000 BC. 4,000 BC, 2,000 BC to 0 BC, 0 BC to now. And then I was doing it how much it recedes, like with the line, with the size of the lake. Every generation, every 33 years, or 60 of them for 2,000 years. So I did it for 4,000 years, so for 120 of them. I did the first 60, and I'll circle back around to the other ones. But then you can do the same thing for all over Greece, they have it, and all over Turkey. There was a town that was seaside, and I want to do that one. And I thought I did it before, but I lost it. But then I downloaded a bunch of video images of the the Mississippi, and they had a time lapse from like the last 1,000 years or something, and it moved a lot, and you can see all of it. And I saw a lake with the different phases, and so you can actually do a whole. And I'm surprised nobody's done this on YouTube or on the internet. But you can do a whole progression of how the whole change of the river does over a certain period of time, and that'd be an awesome thing to program into your brain, because then it gives you a good way to gauge how old things are when you're just looking at it. So I'm gonna do that too, but then I have to do. God, I had these ones over the top of my mind. I have to do Cusco. Should I do Cusco? No. I have to do Machu Picchu, Teotihuacan, and should I do Tiwanaku? Maybe I should. I didn't even think about that. But Tenochtitlan, and I got the images for that, and so we'll do Tenochtitlan. And yeah, so basically all of the interesting ones, like all of the cities in the league, they had a league of Greek city-states before the Peloponnesian War. And then whatever ancient village, city they have where they have the map of it, I'm going to go back around for 2 weeks and just build all those. And I think I can finish all of those in 2 weeks. And then, I'll be doing this for like another month and a half. But hopefully I can finish getting actually these links going, so that you can actually download it, what I have now, in a week. Yeah, yeah, because I was hoping I could finish the Americas today if I work all through the night. It's like 6 in the afternoon. It's about to get dark. It's like 7. But I'm nocturnalized. Yeah, and then I could start getting going on the icons, which will be nice because I was starting to get old. I've been doing this for like a month, but I'm glad that I'm finally listening to the the books. Before I was listening to just a lot of news, and like the world's going crazy. So I think it's I had an epiphany. Like it's going to be a great time for my website when it comes out. But I had an epiphany about the got him. I just killed like 6 bugs in the last few minutes. Before I was like, oh yeah, with bike school, you do a book review a day or whatever, and then you can try to. But that's all I had as far as like the grading. You just do the book review. But I was looking at my list, and it's like, no, you don't like grade yourself that way. You grade yourself on whether or not you do it. Like you just try to do a book review on all the books, or you do a book review on as how many as you can that are on my site, and then you just add an icon to each one that you have one, and you just lock it up. So anyway, that's the epiphany that I had. But I'm not. I can't do that kind of. I can't really listen to books the same way and talk about them. I don't talk about anything because I don't have time. But I can't really absorb books the same way as I would be in the other situation, like if I'm riding my bike, which is the idea about my website. But I can understand a little bit, but I can't do all of it because I have to use I have to use 50% CPU of my brain or something. You have to remember where you are, because if I start focusing, and this happens like every time, if I start focusing on a book too much, I start making huge mistakes with my website, and then I go into autopilot, and I start doing mistakes that I have to then undo, you know what I mean? Like I'll start doing things forever and not knowing that's the wrong thing, so, but anyway, I'm getting distracted. I haven't done a video for a long time. It's been a while since I've done a video. I talked for too long. So anyway, while they're still light, I'm gonna go over there and get an energy drink. I'm kind of running out of weed. I think I might run out today. I've been smoking a lot. But I'm gonna go and I've been taking my time. I haven't been working as much lately. I've been like fucking around on the internet and stuff more. Been playing video games with my roommate. I got all the Assassin's Creed videos, and my mom came over. I've been bringing her over. I think she came twice to watch the introduction videos to Assassin's Creed Origins. If you have an Xbox or anything that can play Assassin's Creed, and you're a historian, you like history, or you just in any way, and you haven't seen Assassin's Creed Origins, you have to do that now. Get it, do it. You're missing out. It's the next level. It's freaking virtual reality. It's amazing. Like they have it's like 5 hours or something worth of tours they take you on all over Egypt. It's amazing. And then they have the other games too, all over the world. So I think pretty soon I'm gonna get the one Odyssey, which is Sparta and Athens. So yeah, it's so cool. And you're like a superhero. You can jump everywhere. Anyway. So, so hopefully I can finish this America by today and finally get going with the icons, which means I'll have to, so that'll be exciting. Finally start adding links to the site. It's more fulfilling when you can actually see something happening on the site. So, and maybe it'll go by quickly, a lot quicker than this, because in this I'm like getting bogged down looking at all the walls, even building new walls all the time. I mean, like I was building walls here on the mounds, you know. I was looking at one like, oh, that's probably an old giant wall that the giants made 1,000 years ago. So anyways, that's enough talking. 25 minutes, oh my God. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go get me my energy drink, do my daily exercise, because I didn't go over to my mom's house today for a bike ride or exercise. Haven't done anything, so. Alrighty, talk to you tomorrow, and I'll do videos every day from here, now that I'm in the habit and I have my little stand. I didn't have the stand before. Oh, I could show you, well, let me show you what I do with my lizard, okay? This is how you train a tegu, at least I think. I just do this. I don't do this much because I don't have the time, because I'm always working on my site, but I should do it. Like, the more you do it, the better. So, you go over here, and let me do this. Okay, so the tegu is like, it's like, it doesn't like me, okay? This is not a tame animal. This is a wild, that's a wild animal, okay? People tell you it's a tame animal. It takes like 2 years for them to become a tame animal, but until then they're wild. So watch this. Now do you hear how he's gonna huff? Okay. All right, watch this. He's gonna run. So that's what you do. You just play with the tegu until he runs off, and I can open up that side, and I go over there, and I open up that door, and then I chase him back into the corner over there, and then he'll come back into his perch. But he just like ran right past my tortoise head. Look at the tortoise. Tortoise like hasn't eaten much since I got him. Anyways, talk to you tomorrow.